Hello, ladies. Oh yeah, here we go. Got a little Wawa. A little Wawa for the ladies. They're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Finally standing on its own. That's great. I'm proud of you. Yeah, everything looking pretty good. Pretty good here. So let's get to doing some watching. Got an 8x6 room. Running 7-gallon pots. Rooted leaf agritech nutrients. And I got two different kinds of lights in here right now. I got Mars Hydro FC 6500. The old model, not the new model. We got two Vipower Spectra, these 1500s, whatever, something or other like that. 1500. Yeah, first time running the two extra lights in here. It was just the one before. Really gonna try and fill out the room this time. Yeah, key lime banana. I am so excited for that one. That's gonna be delicious, I think. Hope. Can't imagine why not. No Swedes. No Swedes. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Yeah. That's alright. That's alright. That's how she goes. Lime sour. So sour limes crossed with LA Kush. But I think this one was LA Kush to the female. And this was, if I'm correct, was Key Lime Madness male. Key lime banana we watered first. Oh, I forgot to give the water a shaking, you know. Try and put a little a little oxygen in it, you know. Yeah, lime sour. And then over there we got the sour limes, which is the same thing, LA Kush crossed with Key Lime Madness, but it's the other way. Over here we got the old cold turkey, jive turkey. You don't really know what the fuck that means. This one may or may not be medicinal. I keep spacing the breeder, but I got it from Chris at Canna Capable. There's a freebie seed at the Growcast Cultivator's Cup, which was an absolute blast. Like, I haven't done anything fun for myself in a while, so it was nice. It was nice to do something for me. And even though that me was a 12-hour car ride, you know, I couldn't fucking sleep. Once I got to freaking Illinois, I couldn't sleep, so that was great. I'm sort of tired, but aside from being tired, I mean, I still had a lot of fun, you know, so fuck it. Like I said, I don't do anything for me, really. It was cheaper than I thought it was going to be. You know, I had like $1,000 set aside for the trip, for rental, which rental actually came out of my bank account. But rental and gas. I mean, they gave me, I think it was a Sentra. The fucking thing shook the whole time. That was great. Bitched about it. Got 2 days free for my next rental. So, you know, yeah, I don't know why people don't bitch more. It's like, yo, fuck you. You know, I got the money to put the deposit down. You know, I got the money to fucking rent the thing. I got the money for the extra insurance. And what I get is a car that shakes for 12 hours. That's okay. Well, 12 hours one way. But, yeah, no, it was fun. It was a fucking blast. Highly recommend. And give everything a good dose of water. Day 18, we're looking pretty good. Oh, look. Jumping spider. Season? Good. Well, good and bad. Ah, fucker took off. That's alright. Good and bad. Good. Spiders eat bugs. Bad. Are there bugs? No. I'm questioning the marks on these leaves. This is fresh soil. You know? But the thing is these marks aren't all over all of the leaves. So that would be interesting if... I mean, you know, they look a little fucked up. Looks a little fucked up to me. Little zoom ski. I don't see anything. I don't see any bugs. Anything whatsoever. Let's try this little guy here. Yeah, it's bumpy and stuff underneath too, so kind of seems like, I know, I'm not fucking molesting you over here. You're right. I say little guy, not how little guys in this fucking town. Everything in here is effeminized. It's kind of the fun thing to do these days. Let everything's just fucking female from the start, and you don't have to really think about it, you know? These jokers over here. Look at these two. I don't think they know what the fuck they're doing. So the LA Kush, which is the bigger one, is, you know, I'm thinking I'm calling it a runt, because that's the same age as the rest of these plants. The little one next to it, on the other hand, is like, I don't know, a week younger. And once I see that other one, well, the one next to it is not the same thing either. The one next to it is Key Lime Shuffle. So Key Lime Madness crossed with Cookie Trouble Shuffle. And That'll be good if that one does something. But I'm waiting to see the growth here. You know, we're gonna get some more newts right now. But we got a plan C. That was plan B. If plan B don't start taking off, which I realize there might be a little competition for root space here maybe, but sort of convinced that LA Kush is around it. I think ain't fucking doing shit. But that's alright. That's alright. We got more. We got lots of stuff. I got more seeds than I know what to do with. You know, the more I look at this, the more I'm thinking that this thing is, it's got something fucking going on. Some deformation. Because if we look at this leaf right here, it's supposed to be, you know, some separate leaves. It's separate on this side, but I just got the weird bullshit going on. Hard telling, not knowing, I suppose. Once these leaves start growing up a little more on all of them, we're gonna hit them with the old top. The old topper. Here. Alright. Trying to give them a good soaking. Now that they got a lot of, they got some growth going on here, you know, we can really start to soak up the dirt in here. Start to get it to settle. Let's look at the edges with it, huh? Just a little. Because even though it'll, like, you know, sort of leach over a little bit, it doesn't do it as much as you want. So, but once we get this dirt sort of stratified, we will put some sand on them. You know, it just helps with keeping a little bit of moisture retention. And the reflectiveness of it's kind of moot once you have a canopy. Yeah, so give them a good soak today and start to drive these roots down. And get them down to the bottom. Kind of thought I saw one on one of them already, but I don't think so. That's just high hopes. He's got high hopes. Our TTS, so it's a LA Kush crossed with Cookie Truffle Shuffle. So this one I'm pretty excited for. This will be great. The Cookie Truffle Shuffle is like one of Rhizo Rich's best, I say best crosses, best drops. It's one of his best pieces of work. Pieces of art. I don't really know what the best terminology for it is, but you know, one of the, let me think here. Were those femmes? No, I don't think they were. Was it a femme drop? I don't think. I could be wrong. But Cookie Truffle Shuffle, I had some. It very well could have been a femme drop, but I'm not sure. It's been a long time. But this one was, I guess, legendary. One is more legendary. One is more legendary drops that he's done, which is great. You know. I had some, but this is before I was doing any cloning. Before I cloned. Before I really had a good grasp on what I was doing, but at the end of the day, being a member of Growcast has made me much better at growing. You know, much better at identifying issues and or how to fix them. You know, it's a lot of it. It's not just knowing what the issues are, it's about knowing what you gotta do to fix it. Some issues are far less important than others, and some issues take a while to clear up. Anybody that's been growing for a while has had their piece with. I'm not gonna say it. I'm one of them people. I'm like really just saying stuff makes me I get a little superstitious. So everybody's had their problems with bugs. I'm not gonna name the specific bugs, but I've had 3 of the major ones, and they've all been, well, I can't say they've all been canopy variety, because one of them is canopy / soil. So, you know, like many things, like, you know, fungus gnats, not an issue. It's a moot point, realistically. Something in that range. It's alright, we'll just split it up even. Yeah. I got 2 more of those. Cool. Wait for them to get bigger so I can raise these lights up. Fucking walking on your knees here is a little bit for the fucking birds, you know. So, I guess birds don't walk on their fucking knees, do they? That's alright. A little bit more here. Cool. Let's unfuck this thing so I can not whack the bottom on everything. There it goes. Again, some big fan. You know. I don't know how to focus this thing correctly, or how to have it autofocus, or something to that effect. But it's alright. It's alright. I never said my production quality was going to be great. just production. Oh yeah. Yeah, they're gone. I said 2? Nope. Wrong. 3. Oh. Good soaking. We got a lot of dirt. Definitely not worried about overwatering. It says fresh dirt. It's fresh stuff. So we don't have a whole lot to worry about. Love that sound. Sound of the dirt sucking up the water. This one looks like it's gonna have some fat ass leaves. Look at those motherfuckers. Nice bright green in the middle. Top shooting up. We are almost to the point of having shit to do almost every day. Pretty soon. This cold turkey's looking beast. This has been one of the most beast plants the whole time. Last one to come out of the dirt. One of the most beast plants I got. Key lime shuffle. LA Kush S1. Legit LA Kush cut. Not crossed with nothing. Legit just LA Kush. It's all it's known as. And it's come. The cut came from Farmer John. Not to me, but to Riza Rich. So anything with that sour's got this legit LA Kush cut. You know what I mean? Everything. So we got boop, boop, boop. That's the LA Kush crosses. And then we got that old key lime shuffle and S1 over there. We'll see if that S1 does something. At this point, considering these are, this big. Yeah, I stretched a little, but that's alright. Later on, it ain't gonna be no big deal. That one didn't stretch for shit. I really hope that takes off, but I have more seeds if not. And maybe something will be worth cloning. But they just got week 3 nutrients. Here's the setup, 8x6 in the basement, garage basement, townhouse, 16-inch Hurricane. This is my air inlet. It's a 20-inch, 20 by 20 filter. There's a filter and a pre-filter on there. And it just sort of comes in. There's like cardboard on the other side of this black and white. And there's no light leaks, so that's great. And yeah, it's as sealed up as I can get it. We've got the AC Infinity. I think it's a 6-inch. Just adapted to work. And it works, I've been running this for about a year and a half. It was right around Christmas time that I built it. It's a very temporary setup. It's like, 2x3s and the little slats in between are 1x3s. It just realistically needs the whole plastic. And I suppose that kind of weighs a bit, but it's also kind of hooked into 2x3 at the top. So yeah, I have to do things on the cheap. I covered it in cardboard because a little extra insulation. But other than that, pretty cheap. There's a 4x4 at the bottom, and yeah, we're running real light right now. Real light on the old power. This one's pretty low as well. Yeah, I just kicked it up a tiny little bit, but yeah, not enough to really make a difference. I just seen some LEDs that weren't really fucking working for shit. Right down there, third bar, right in the middle there. We'll zoom it. Zoom. Some suckers not really working. They crank up a little more when you give it some heat, but not really. But it's not a expensive light, right? It was like, I don't know, $500 or something when I bought it, $450. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know I got that fan for $15 because I got two for $30 in a deal like 4 years ago. Couldn't believe it. But it's not pointed at them yet because they're still a little too young, but they get the wiggle. They got some wiggle going on. They're getting some air, just enough. So half of them just finally are able to stand on their own, especially this motherfucker. The Sour CTS took the longest to stand up. Oh well, that's how she goes. Well, peace.